Hey, there we go. Hey all, this is TBI Gamer Dad. Starting early tonight, uh, so I can try to acquire more presents from Raptor Claws. Uh, and see how it goes. Talk about today's musings. Okay. I can hear myself. That's great. Let's get some music. Music. Let's go lo-fi chill beats. Let's see, lo-fi chill beats, 12 hours of DMCA free and copyright free music for Twitch streamers. Well, I'm not on Twitch. I wonder if that matters. Okay, so, yeah. Today's musings, I was musing about moral relativism, and true belief and a justified true belief. I dug out my philosophy book, so if I decide to get more into that, I don't know. Ended up with my wife, soon to be ex-wife, whatever, on my mind yesterday, part of my musings. Part of my conversation. She kept floating in and out. But it is what it is. Oh, let's bring up date and time. So, day 54. Whoops. I did that wrong. I need to go change that. Oh, I'm out of meat. YouTube. My channel got 16 subscribers now. Live. Okay. Let's edit that. Not 157, 154. Oh, save. Okay, done with that. Awesome. Still not registering. So, got some tests done, got some reading done. Not as much as I should have. But at least I got something done. Oh, come on. Awesome. So, stop drinking. Made a decision today, stop drinking. I'm going to spread out my cigarettes a little bit more. So I'm probably going to do a couple-hour broadcast, pause for intermission. Moral relativism is one of my biggest issues with philosophy, I guess you could say. It's not really an issue, it's just it messes with my ethics. Like, not really messes with my ethics, because I know what my ethics are, you know. Be a good person, don't harm others, truth, justice, treating people the way you want to be treated. So, the golden rule is treat people the way you want to be treated. There's another rule that I learned as I was studying philosophy. There's the rule, the silver rule, which is treat people the way you would want to be treated if you were them. Now, granted, you don't know what that person's been through or what have you. I want to move you. Oh, I can drag your body. Okay, let's move you right out of the way. I don't know. Put you over here. Okay, drop it. Moral relativism. It's your morals are relative to the societal norms. You know, it's understandable. Like my grandmother, when I first got with my wife, she said some very not nice things. And, you know, I didn't enjoy it, but, my wife is of a, darker skin color, and my grandmother said some not nice things. Why is the TV so loud? I understood, like, I wasn't impressed, but I understood, like, the generation she came up in, but it was, yeah, it was. A conversation I had with my dad about my grandmother. Ow. What it was. And then okay, what do I want? I want to go get more thatch and wood. Try to make a ramp on the side of the So, got things set up so I'm watching me play with my character while I watch me play with my character, talking to myself, trying to be more thoughtful with my words. With things being the way they are, I don't know. Need to be more thoughtful with my words. Try to talk and communicate a little bit better. Oh shoot, I forgot to make food. Part of the reason why I stopped drinking. Oh. Oh. So, yeah. Moral relativism is society. What society deems moral. But I mean, with things the way they're going, I don't know. What? It's a scary place. It's getting to be a scary place. Like, apparently, there's people missing. There's just a lot of stuff going on that might have a lot to do with stuff. Might not. I don't know, but it is definitely not like it used to be. William. So, about 15 minutes in, real time. Oh, come on. Put you there. No. my question is the moral relativism also applicable to how you grew up, the area you grew up in, so on and so forth? Is it like, where is it? Oh, there it is. If you grew up, let's say, in a trailer park versus the suburbs versus the country, would that have an effect on moral relativism? You know, abusive parents. Would that have an effect on your moral relativism? Neglectful parents. Here, let's put that away. I'll give that back to you. You know, the how you grew up, the socioeconomic status of growing up. Would that have an effect on moral relativism? I don't know. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. And then a true belief and a justified true belief. A justified true belief is a true belief that you have evidence for. A true belief is something that you wholeheartedly believe is true, but might not necessarily be true. So, would that also play into, oh yeah, me, moral relativism? Is that a blueprint? No, that's an actual shield. Okay. So we're just going to take a couple of these. And having what you accept to be a true belief again, could moral relativism have an effect on that? Like, true belief versus justified true belief. Would you necessarily believe the words that are coming out of a person's mouth easier because you want to believe what the person is telling you is true easier than not if it was a justified or whatever, just because of how you were brought up? It is, I don't know, it's difficult. That's why I don't like that about okay, about moral relativism. It's a very hard thing to wrap my head around. I mean, if that's the case, then where does the ethics come in? Like, I understand where the ethics come in, being an ethical person. You know, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, blah de blah blah. You know, back when I was younger, what, 20, crud. I go out with my wife when I was, or girlfriend at the time, when I was 26, 12 years ago. Or 9 years ago. No, 12, because we were together for 2 years before we got married. So 2010, we got together, and I don't know. It's sure. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I can do it. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, let's see how it is. Yeah, so a justified true belief is a true belief that has justification behind it. Um, the sky is blue. That is a justified true belief because the sky is blue. Unless you're colorblind. That's an interesting thought. But irrelevant. Cementing paste, metal ingots, oil. You know, my vehicle is red. You don't know that. I can tell you that. So I can prove it to you. I can take a picture and put it up on my Facebook, you know. Or, you know, hold up my phone or whatever. But a true belief just has to be something that, let's say, my best friend told me that Weird Al was coming to play at the local theater, and I took him at his word. And Weird Al wasn't coming, but I still believed him. That is a true belief because I believe it to be true, but it is not a justified true belief, so therefore it's only true in my head. And moral relativity is plays a part in that, because if, let's say, person X was raised in an abusive, neglectful household. Are you the true belief of that person might um, dictate something about a limiting belief or a true belief. Hello, about X individual. So it is a hard concept for my brain to wrap around moral relativity. I'm not going to discount, because it's true that your perspective, sunglasses per se, that you wear and perceive life through can be altered. So if you are wearing, let's say, a broken pair of sunglasses or glasses, moral relativity comes into play. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I think it's difficult to. It's not difficult to conceptualize, because I mean it's like my grandmother, when as I said earlier, you know, when my girlfriend and I first got together, my grandmother, my partner, I don't know. Anyways, it's complicated. But when me and her first got together, I think it was even before we had our first child, or right when we were about to have our first child, she came over and said some things that weren't necessarily nice. Stripe wants to be hand-fed comfort food, cooked fish meat. I think you're just being picky now. And you know, my grandmother, who up until that point I thought was, you know, a overly moral, person, and I never would have assumed those words would have come out of her mouth. You know, that was a dilemma for me. But I understood. She came from a different time period. I mean, she was born in 1930s. Who are you? Yeah. Oh god, just drag your body. I won't necessarily drown you, but I'm going to put you over here. You know, in the she was 31, so by 1941, she was 10 years old. She lived through the, you know, older times when things weren't necessarily so inclusive, understood, like, Don. So, you know, her words were hurtful, but again, moral relativism. And true beliefs that weren't necessarily justified, because she was brought up to believe certain people were of a certain way. So, you know, it's kind of like the true belief some people have that all men are dogs, or all men do this, or even women now. I've heard some people be like, all women are whatever, and that's might be their true belief because of their experiences and their perception, but doesn't mean it's a justified true belief because there's no actual factual evidence that says all men are or all women are or what have you. So it's part of today's ponderings. Cool, still got some tech pads, so I don't honestly think I need. But true beliefs and justified true beliefs, that was another hard part of philosophy for me. It was but it, you know, not understanding that someone's true belief is not necessarily a justified true belief doesn't mean it's any less true to that individual. That was a hard one. I didn't particularly care for that lesson in philosophy, but it was a lesson I had to learn anyways. So now I try to live my life by the silver rule, which I was talking about. Treating another person how I would want to be treated if I was that other person. Something I'm working on. One step at a time. No. So tomorrow I need a skein of paper for my printer, so I can print out my notes for class. I got notes, I got a test. I gotta finish the test I was given 2-3 weeks ago. Want to restart. I got all the way in my philosophy book. Philosophy from morality to metaphysics, adventures in wisdom and reality. Good book. I liked it. I liked the ethics and epistemology or something like that. It seems that I'm rushing all the way there at lightning speed. Run, run! Epistemology, ethics and morality, metaphysics and spirituality, logic and infinity. So, I got through epistemology, ethics and morality, and then they started throwing letters into equations. And it's like, made it a lot harder to read. Also, by the time I got to that, summer was pretty much over, and I don't know. Okay. And kids and reading. I couldn't. Not that I couldn't. It was just getting hard to focus on the book without being at the beach and like 10 other things going on. I've noticed that if I have more distractions, the better I remember things. And that's why I end up liking to go to Barnes and Nobles to study. I'll read a chapter or whatever at a little coffee shop inside Barnes and Nobles, chapter or two, and I'll remember it for a little bit. I also realized that I don't just read the main text of the book. I gotta also read the little side notes and footnotes and things, because apparently there's a lot of stuff on the test that I have to take that have to deal with the side notes and stuff. So that's always fun. Adolescent. There you are. Boom. Nope. Like all the information that I was having a hard time with for the oh, there you are. Order of draw and what colored tubes have what in it. Yeah, that was all on the side notes, not in the main text. Well, I mean, it was in the main text, but not as descriptive and or in depth as the little purple boxes off the side. So that's fun. And then having issues with reading anyways. Fun. Just another hurdle I gotta get over. I should be used to getting over hurdles. Growing up with a traumatic brain injury. Growing up with a traumatic brain injury since I was 12. And it wasn't for anything cool. I mean, not that getting a traumatic brain injury is cool, but I mean, if you get a traumatic brain injury from football, it's like, yeah, you know, you poor guy, but, you know, at least you did something popular in school. Like, I wanted to play football. I wanted so bad to play football, but my parents wouldn't let me. And now, as an adult with kids of my own, I could understand it, but didn't necessarily make me happy. Like, I understood the popularity contest of football. That was the only important factor for me. Was you play football, you get popular. And having a horrible middle school experience, like, I wanted to play football in middle school. My parents wouldn't let me. Understandable, just got out of a car accident, not necessarily the best idea. Oh. But in high school, I was like, hey, can we revisit the football idea? No. Like, why not? You're still too fragile. But I want you to carry this bundle of shingles up and down, or up this ladder 2 stories high on a ladder without any. This is the 90s, so you know, because the business was under so many employees and it was family business and all this other stuff, but I did some things that were probably not the safest. So gotcha. Okay, so we got 2 presents down. Let's see how many more we can get before they all disappear. Unless they're already down. They disappeared. They're all disappeared. I would be very sad. Are you going in there? So, yeah. But I made some good savings as a kid. Are the rest of them gone? Are they only allowing you to get so many more presents now? Oh, is that one? Or is that a star? It was fun. I don't regret my childhood. I mean, I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do as far as hanging out with people and socializing, which is why I have a hard time socializing now. I don't have the you know how when a dog's not socialized it acts weird around people? Yeah. Kinda got the same issue. But I'm weird more often than not. That kinda makes me grumpy. At least we'll get the poop or the blue grade. Oh! Dinosaur gateway. Well, better than nothing, I guess. The kids, I don't know which one is my oldest son or my youngest son, one of the two. They found this video game on YouTube that they like watching, and it's this person power washing on a video game, and the missions are to clean a bathroom in a subway, or this restaurant building that's been condemned or whatever. And so I have no problem with it. Cool, let's watch. They're doing it wrong. They're it's not that they're doing it wrong, they're doing it not as well as it could be done. And it's a video game. I understand the concept that it's a video game. But There's a right way and a wrong way to do these things. If it was the real world, the way they are doing it wouldn't work. It would make more of a mess. And my kids are like, it's a video game, right? It's like, yeah, I understand, but I used to do things like this in the real world. It wasn't necessarily houses all the time, or restaurants, or buildings. It was mostly 18-wheeler trucks. My pop and, well, I guess it was my aunt's company. My pop had a power washing business back before I was born, and then he sold it to my aunt. So my aunt was the actual owner when I started helping them out, and it was pretty fun. But we would do 200-300 trucks in a weekend, Class A, B, and little C box vans. Interesting. So that was fun. Get up in the morning, family thing. My entire family, my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, and me usually would get up on the weekends early, super early, depending on the time of year, and go out, and that is not where I want to be. That is where I want to be. And we would go to locations and power wash trucks down. I was on the end of a brush, 4-foot brush, scrubbing down 18-wheeler trucks, the cabs, the actual tractor portion. My dad would soak them down. I would scrub them up. It was usually me and my grandmother. Sometimes my aunt, depending on how many vehicles there were. Most of the time, she was on the end of a gun. My grandfather was on the end of a gun. He would. You're in my tribe. I guess you did. He would usually run a rinse gun. My aunt would run a rinse gun, and my dad usually ran a soak gun. So I would have to make sure that I kept moving fast enough where I didn't get soaked, but not too fast where I couldn't. That escalated quickly. Not so fast where I would get covered in soap. That wasn't necessarily fun either. It was fun. When it was raining, power washing didn't really seem as bad as it could have. We were soaked already, so. Well, by the time we got done with our first 50 to 100 vehicles, I was soaked. They were soaked. My aunt was in a rare mood. Didn't want to mess with my aunt when she started getting grumpy. Highly entertaining, though. You want me to take this hose and... No, I am good. What is that? Oh, cool. I will make regular crock pots and put them there. Yeah. The aunt I used to work with, she now has Alzheimer's. Not fun. Not fun at all. My grandfather passed a few years back. Actually, quite a few years back now. His favorite thing, break time, we would stop at the local Dunkin' Donuts in between jobs. So we would do, I don't know, 150, 200 trucks. And then we would go take a small break, grab some donuts and stuff. And then we would go to our next stop to do another 50 to 100 trucks and like 25, 30 trailers. Didn't have to scrub the trailers though. That was pretty good. So he would stop, or we would stop at Dunkin' and get some donuts. He loved his Boston cream. And I remember when they stopped making the donuts at the actual donut shop. I am that old, yes. But I remember when they stopped making the donuts and started shipping them out from wherever, and the donuts got smaller. And my grandfather, poor Grampy, all morning long. Oh, poor Grampy. He didn't get his full Boston cream. It was smaller. And he knew how to play the sympathy card. He didn't play it often, but he definitely, once it was played, it's like, oh, poor Grampy. That's right. That's right, poor Grampy. And then he'd laugh through his teeth. Oh. I wonder. No. Stop. Yes. No. Yes. And my grandmother. My grandmother made sure things kept moving. At her pace. At her pace. Which was a lot faster than most everybody's pace. At, how old was I at the time? 14, 15. Like, I moved. I was quick. But my grandmother, oh my word. If you didn't maintain at least her speed, if not a little bit faster to keep ahead of her, you were going to hear about it. I mean, she wasn't mean about any of them, but stern. again, somebody from the Depression era, definitely made sure you knew how she was feeling. Like I said, she didn't necessarily come down on you and treat you badly, but she definitely knew that or let you know that if you were not doing what she considered potential, there was conversation. Did I put berries in, or seeds in here? I did put seeds in here. And I put that in there. Don't need that. Okay. I had a lot of respect for my grandmother. I had a lot of respect for my grandfather. Good people. My grandmother was head of the Eastern Star for, oh my God, years. Same with my grandfather. He was head of the Eastern Star, and he was also a Mason, the head of Masons for what? I think he sat in the main chair for the Masons for like 8 years. I mean, I still got time to match him. I just haven't yet. Don't know if I will. With how things are changing, I don't know. Who knows anything nowadays? Let it, rub it, touch it. Okay. Still need to get pelts. So, I want more Santa Claus outfits. Every time there was a meal, every time the lodge needed something, they were there. And growing up, I was like every other weekend at my grandparents' house up until I was 12. After that, things changed. Car accident will do that to you. Dual shock 4. Battery level low. Oh, good thing I'm in solo play, 'cause otherwise that would be bad. No. The building that they originally belonged to in the town I live in is gone. Been gone for, God, years now. 10 years or better. Yeah. I think I was living downtown when they closed that building. Had a massive chandelier. Massive chandelier. It was pretty. So, some, you know, ow! Oh, T-Rex. T-Rex? No, Uranus,saurus. Or whatever. Oops. That's its saddle. Boom, go back up there. That's it. 5 pelts off of that. I'm kind of upset by that. How much pelt do I have? Yep, all of them. 88 pelts, so let's see, 30 pelts. I think it's 30 pelt per Santa suit. So if I just get no, just stop. Let me kill you. Well, not necessarily. Oh, that's pretty. No, fly away. I don't want to kill you. I'll kill you guys. I'll let you have it because I'm being nice. I don't want to kill you. I want to tame you later. Okay. Fairly heavy. Oh, shoot. My oldest son, he comes back from school, asks to use TV. Sure, no problem. And then his brother did something good, so I let him get a handful of Skittles. I said a small handful. Kid comes out with Skittles. You're like, whoa. Like, that's not a little handful. Oh, okay. And then proceeds to go into the living room without, you know. Okay. Fine. No problem. And then my oldest son, he notices that his little brother has Skittles, and he's like, "Can I have, Daddy? Can I have?" Sure, no problem. A smaller handful. Awesome. Little Bubba, can you get me a small handful of... It's like, no. One, your small handful will be bigger than his small handful. Two, your legs ain't broken. You got this. So he paused the TV, huffed a little bit, and went and got his own Skittles. Yeah. You don't. Your legs aren't broken. You need to figure out how to do this stuff yourself. I mean, it's not that hard. And then he's like, "Oh, chores." Not tonight, but it was a few nights ago. He was like, "Oh, you have me doing so much chores. It's unfair." And I was like, "Yeah, well, obviously it's unfair. You're the oldest one. I know how it is. I was the oldest one out of my sister and I. We had 2 kids. One of us had to be older. It was me. Yay!" Not only was I the older one, but I was... I was parentified. Basically, I was put with a lot of responsibility to help my mother. And, you know, kind of we all were. Kind of. Not so much my sister, because she got away with murder, in my opinion. And you can... My opinion, at least I can tell by her attitude nowadays, is all about her. If it's not about her, then it's not worth doing. Again, my opinion. Whether that is truly how she feels or not is honestly none of my concern, because I really don't care. What was that? Is that a parasaur? Yep, parasaur. Yeah, me and my sister have a love-hate relationship. My stepsister's pretty cool, though. I like her. Stepbrother's fairly decent. He's alright. But... Hunched over is not good for my back. Leaning back is not good for my back. Hurts. No real support in this chair. But that's okay. Activate core. No, I was going to the campfire. Put the pelt in there, then I was going to go back to the blueprint box, which I have no idea why I bypassed that, but hey, whatever. Okay. Ooh, 20, so I can make 4. But I can only make 2 because I need more mistletoe. Sure. Okay. Put the element away, put the blueprints away. The element in here. Blueprints. I know it said that walking through doorways resets your memory, so you know you have to rethink about what you're thinking about or remember what you're thinking about, but I didn't necessarily think it worked on digital doorways too. Kind of makes me grumpy, but that's okay. Okay, let's see what else I can get out of the dragon. Should probably fill up that Spino with a name over there. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I was smelling. Oh. That's his. Okay. What am I doing? I'm looking to see how much weight my dragon can carry. That. Oh. I really don't think I need all of this meat in here. Oh, speaking of, I got some cooking on campfire. I don't remember that. No. Because it wasn't necessarily from me, it was from Goliath. Getting older, becoming an adult, is a trap. Don't do it. You think you're getting older to be able to make your own choices, free decisions, you know? Nobody can control me. Hell with that. If it ain't one person, it's another. If it's not another person, it's your job. If it's not your job, then it's your bills. And if it's not your bills and it's not your job, then you got enough money to not have to worry about it. Congratulations. Yes, I see you. Pretty teeth. Okay, you are ready to mate. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Behavior. Enable mating. Okay. Epistemology is about the nature and conditions of human knowledge. What is and how do we get it? So, knowledge as justified true belief. Truth. So, to know a proposition, one must believe it. Yet belief So, to know proposition, one must believe it. Yet belief alone is insufficient. For starters, the proposition has to be true. But what is truth? In Socratic fashion, we are not asking for examples of truth, but an account of the nature of truth. What that means for a proposition to be true in the first place, whether or not it is believed. This is a metaphysical question, but one of obvious importance to epistemology. We look at this later in this chapter. So, what is truth? Then we go over belief and all that other stuff later. But I got an egg to pick up. Where'd the controller go? There it is. I have an egg. Okay. You. Behavior. Disable mating because I don't want you to drop another egg while I'm doing other things. Really? Triceratops. We put it in the Triceratops. Awesome. Let me see. Let's go get some more crystal at a relatively decent speed. We'll go to the closest mountain and see if... Oh, hey! I wonder if they grew back. We'll go over this way. So, yeah. I was talking to my stepmother a while back. Probably, I don't know, late spring, early summerish, and you know, she's a well-educated person. So I asked her the difference, if she knew the difference between Stoicism and Taoism. And she didn't, but she said, you know, those are pretty in-depth philosophical questions. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. And then she was like, maybe you should think about studying philosophy. And I was like, don't you have to be relatively intelligent for that? You know, and I don't think I asked that question, but you know, she was like, you should study philosophy. I was like, really? I have never thought I was of the caliber to study philosophy, but I ended up looking up the question, and the question I asked her was what the difference between Stoicism and Taoism is. It's basically, I mean, they're pretty similar, but it is the base beliefs between the two that make them different. You know, they're both about letting go. They're both about personal accountability, whereas Taoism is more cyclical. You know, being mindful and trying to flow with the energies and what have you. Whereas Stoicism is just being in the moment and accepting things for the way they are and realizing that you are in control of only one person, and that is you, and how you react to situations. So in Stoicism, there is a big thing on not having too many attachments, especially to people. Self-reliance. Oh, 7:45. Supposed to get started getting ready for my broadcast, which I'm already doing because I want presents. I would not be able to get as many presents as I've gotten so far without the wyverns and the things. It is very cool. What am I doing? Okay, I'm grabbing that, I'm grabbing that. I'll get rid of that, get rid of that. Grab this. You can hold on to the chowders. I'll grab the leather. Ooh. Like, I didn't think anything of like I knew I liked when I watched, what was it? The Good Place. When I watched The Good Place, I knew that the moral philosopher was my favorite, one of my favorite characters, and like I wanted to learn about philosophy and all this other stuff, but I never thought I had the um, intelligence or means to, simply because of my limiting beliefs about things. So it was pretty cool. You know, I learned about in morals and ethics, learned about all the different types of nihilism, utilitarianism, the different ways of viewing things. That was pretty cool. Definitely thought provoking. Being by myself has allowed me to get a little bit. Hey, being by myself has been allowed me to get a little bit. Nope, that is not what I thought it was. Get a little bit deeper in thought than I usually was able to. Thought experiments and stuff. Not like I wasn't able to um, back when we were together, but I was trying to keep myself uh, available, open to what was going on. So it was more or less, especially after the pandemic, things got bad when we moved out to when we moved from where we were living. Yeah, it was not a good situation. But again, stoicism, the only person that can control your actions is you as an individual. So I try to keep things within my scope of practice, and my scope of practice is me. I am a constant project for myself to be a better person than I was yesterday, to improve my conscious decision-making ability, and to help try improve other people's lives as well. But to do that, I need to be able to be out and about, socialize without, that's not what I wanted, socialize without too much of worry of me saying or doing something that will either A, put my foot in my mouth, or B, get me in major trouble with somebody or something because I said or did something or whatever. Yay, constant fear. Fun. But again, it is what it is. And that's all that it is. And then, on top of that, also, um, being, um, sheltered as a kid and growing up with um, like half in and half out of the deaf community. So, like, eye contact is big in the deaf community. So I make a lot of eye contact, and I can get really intense really quickly. Not meaning to, not necessarily meaning to. It's not like I want to, but I will make eye contact. A lot of people, hey, you're an adult now. Um, like I don't know if eye contact makes people nervous. Sometimes it's, yeah, then being socially awkward, socially inept, always fun. Hmm. You got a point. Oh, yeah, I can't imprint on him anymore, so it doesn't really matter if we got fish or not. I never even thought to check in the circle. That can make you grumpy, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Well, I want any more because I can't imprint on it anymore. Let's make another egg. Oh, we got another egg. Ah. Perfect. Okay. Up to it. Right. 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 I think I might actually have to bring a scuba tank down with me next time. I put this in the forge. Forging something useful instead of just burning the charcoal. Charcoal! I mean, don't get me wrong, I need charcoal for gunpowder. Nice. Oh, you're empty. Oh, no! No, I should have stopped you back there. See if we can make it over that hill over there. Well, hill. Mountain. Before Raptor Claws comes. So, been thinking maybe I should make a TikTok being all like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But I do have 16 subscribers now, so I am 1.6. I think I'm doing my math right. I was questioning it earlier today because moving the decimal point over 2 spaces, but I'm not. I'm just moving it over 1 space because I'm only, 100%. There's 3 zeros. Move it over 1 space. It's only 2 zeros. So I believe I'm doing my math right. I think I got like 135 hours, watch hours. So that's going to be a little bit more different, or a little bit more difficult. I know that the 4,000 hours, so let's see, approximately 135 over 4,000, part over whole, percent over 100. I just got to do the math equation, figure it out. Haven't done that yet. It's doing schoolwork and stuff. Yay. Oh, 1, wrong pickaxe. 2, Raptor Claws. That was dumb. Oh, there it is. Over by Herbivore Island. Run! Cut myself doing dishes this afternoon. Was cleaning out the inside of one of the glasses, and like a piece about that long, probably about so wide, just broke off, and my hand slid into the nice and fresh and broken glass while I was doing dishes. So at least it was sterile. I went and sat in my recliner for a few minutes with a towel around my hand. My daughter said, "You should put a Band-Aid on that." I was like, I don't usually do Band-Aids, but if you got electrical tape, I'll put some electrical tape around it. And she says, okay, give me some electrical wire and give me some tape, then we'll take care of it. It's like, what are you talking about? Give me tape and give me electrical wire, and we can. It's like that is not necessarily how electrical tape works, but I love the thought. Highly entertaining. I was highly entertained by it. There it is. Oh. What? The general Bataway direction. But it's not too bad. It only bled for about 5-10 minutes. There's 1, 2, 3 cuts. One on my knuckle and a couple on my palm, side of my palm. Probably break her off. Break her off. So I noticed that unless I put something just above the level of this computer, something up here, I don't know if I'll be able to play Balloon Tower Defense and play Ark at the same time. I'm kind of hoping I can figure it out though. Get a game of Balloon Tower Defense going while playing Ark, while listening to music, while talking to myself, or other individuals. I don't know. Is it considered talking to yourself if somebody's listening to you, but not necessarily? A man answers a question and there's no woman around to hear. Is he still wrong? Really want to do all this mining. Oh, hey. Then that begs the question, well, some questions don't need to be asked. Whoa. Okay, so that is the rock that's holding it in place. Save me. Help. Save me. I died. Obviously after the wyvern killed it. Awesome. Nope, up in my bed. This is what I look like when I'm raging. See? Sure. Well, at least I got myself another dragon. Let's see. Which number am I taking today? And it'll probably be gone by the time we get there. Where did my dragon go? Pretty sure it was just on the edge of the... Oh. Nope, those are Pteranodons. Sure. Okay. Where's my body beacon? Or was it close to the volcano? Was it? Where was it? This looks kind of familiar. If a Thylacoleo jumps me out of this tree, out of any of these trees, we'll be upset. I haven't died in a while. I thought I was doing pretty good too. Should have shot it with a shotgun. I had the shotgun. That didn't do anything. Good. You know what I can do? I can go back and take a look at where I died. That should show me right about where I died. Okay, I hear something. Random. Here. No, that's the loot crate. That's not the body beacon. No, that's what I get for figuring I knew where I was. I know, I'm cold. I'm tired. I'm grumpy. See, my aggravated face. Well, I am going to take a brief intermission here in a little bit. I will be back for more raptor claws, more death, destruction, and mayhem. Probably going to die a few more times. I am definitely going to go back and look at my video. Correspondent to where I am. On my mini map. Ow! Yay! Exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Hey, at least the bed became active again. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed watching me die, if you enjoyed the conversation, I appreciate thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that. I am going to go outside, have a yucca butt, de-stress, be thankful that I'm alive yet again, do some research, and then go get my potties. Awesome. I'll be back. Thank you. Oh, again, TBI Gamer Dead. Appreciate it.